The news at sunrise coming your way at 7 o'clock. Back to now and to tonight's second episode of Sons and Daughters.
Mind telling me what's going on?
Oh? I had to see you again. I've been thinking about you ever since I left Mumbai.
What about me?
Yes. When I heard you were here, I knew I had to see you. You must know why.
I must have missed something. I mean, last time I tried to come on strong, I thought I was going to get a smack in the mouth.
You were rushing things. I needed time to think.
What, about Steve?
No. No, our marriage is on its last legs. Oh, we're going through the motions of trying to sort it out, but it was a big relief to both of us when we decided to lead more separate lives.
Then why the carry on?
Well, I wasn't sure that I wanted to move into another relationship straight away.
And you are now?
Well, as I said, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. I was a bit embarrassed about ringing.
No. I'm glad you did.
How serious are you?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
I mean, I'm not just talking about one night.
Well, we might be able to arrange something.
Oh, you're back early.
Client was a pushover. Terry, what are you doing down the city?
Oh, I had to come and give evidence for a court case.
I just thought he'd drop in and say hello while he was here, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, well, I hope everything goes well for you tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. He's got lousy timing, hasn't he?
Well, I think he's going out round about 7, so why don't you come back then?
Wild horses couldn't keep me away.
Oh, you took your time, didn't you? I've been battling to hold him off.
So, nothing like a bit of danger to spice things up.
Oh, you wouldn't be so cavalier if you were in my shoes.
Not my type.
It's not what Charlie told me.
You don't want to believe everything you hear. Anyway, my ploy kept Charlie at arm's length, didn't it?
Oh, I see. Well, I'll have to find something just as effective. I've got to keep Terry at bay until we get to Mumbai. Keeping Terry long enough.
Well, he said he could talk the leg off the chair.
If he keeps talking, Tony might be lucky enough to miss out on giving evidence today.
I hope so, for Alice's sake. Finish at 5, don't they? 2 hours. Wonder how Terry's going.
Well, when I walked in, Joe Parker had a gun on everyone. And he was about to start firing when I grabbed him.
That's pure supposition on your part. He hadn't harmed anyone at that point, had he?
No, but 2 seconds later, he stuck a bullet through Dave Palmer.
Hey, come on. Rise and shine.
Been called, have I?
Terry's still doing his stuff.
We thought a coffee would brighten you up.
No, I'm all right. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Anthony Joseph Parker.
Oh, no.
Anthony Joseph Parker.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You take it easy when you get up there, okay?
Hey, no worries, mate. This is my turf.
Good luck. Hope he's going to be all right.
He's used to answering questions from the cops. He don't let go with one hand tied behind his back.
Why exactly did your mother decide to leave your father?
Well, he used to beat her up and she got jack of it.
I see. And when he tracked her down to her new address, the one in Melbourne, what happened?
Well, he held a gun to her head, told her he'd blow her away if she didn't stop seeing David Palmer. And he'd go after Dave.
So your mother had good reason to hate your father?
Objection, Your Honour. Prosecution is leading the witness.
I'll rephrase the question, Your Honour. Did you ever hear your mother say she hated your father?
No.
Are you quite sure about that?
Yeah.
You've just told us your mother left your father because he was a wife-beater. And he held a gun to her head and threatened her life. And yet you expect us to believe that she never once told you she hated your father.
Hey, look, I can't remember everything she said.
Surely you'd remember something as important as that?
Well, I don't know. See?
Do you remember or don't you? A simple yes or no.
Yes.
So you're admitting she said she hated him?
Yeah, but not the way you're making it sound.
Thank you. Now, let's move on to the events on the actual day of the murder.
How did it go?
Oh, fine.
Well, the barrister seemed pretty confident when we left, didn't he?
Yes.
I reckon I'll crash now.
Right. He'll come good.
What's up? The prosecutor got him so tied up the poor kid didn't know what he was saying.
He seems more upset about it than I am. Suppose I should talk to him.
Hey, you relax. I'll have a word with him. I'll listen.
Come on.
Yeah? It's only me, Colin. But you're going to crash.
Well, I wanted to watch some telly first.
What if I turn for a sec?
Are you going to bawl me out, are you? Yeah, well, you wait till it's your turn in the stand, mate. You mightn't be so hot either.
Hey, look, hang on.
Just lay off, will you? I've had enough for one day.
I haven't come here to point the finger.
I don't know why everyone's acting like I've ruined Mum's chances. Look, the case isn't going to be decided on my evidence. I can't help it if the verdict goes against her.
Stop putting yourself through it, Cobber.
But just get out of here, will you?
Look, I know you didn't mean to let your mum down.
I didn't. Leave me alone. I tried. I couldn't help it. I didn't want to let her down.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I haven't had a real cry since I was 8 years old. Fell out of a tree and broke my leg.
Yeah. Well, it does you good to have a cry now and then.
It's weak.
Yeah. Well, I cried a few tears the day they told me I was a free man again.
Kidding.
No. I feel like coming in and having some dinner. I'd cheer your mum up to know that you're feeling brighter again.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Dave.
Yeah.
You're a good mate.
You go and put your head under the cold tap.
What are you doing here?
I live here, dummy. You took your time in court. I fell asleep waiting for you to get back.
Oh, you've just woken up.
Yeah, I heard you talking to someone, so I stayed put till he left. I've been up all night.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, I can tell. You should see your eyes. That'll teach you to go raging without me. Glad I'm back?
Bottle of bubbly to kick things off.
We've got a few problems, I'm afraid. Robin's decided to stay in.
Oh, hell.
Not much we can do about it. May as well crack the champers and drown our sorrows.
Well, I have got a better idea. We could go back to my motel.
I would love to, but I lived in Dural for years. People know me. Barbara would end up with a lovely, juicy piece of gossip to pass on to Stephen.
We're never going to get it together at this rate.
Oh, yes, we will. Look, why don't we spend a whole weekend together as soon as the trial's over?
Well, it's over for me now. After I gave me evidence today, they said they didn't need me anymore. So if you can wangle a few days off, I'll tell the boss I'm staying on for a while and we'll head off somewhere. What do you reckon?
We really are out of step.
Why? What's the problem now?
I promised Stephen I'd spend the next couple of days with him.
Ah, jeez.
It's maddening, isn't it?
Maybe we should forget the whole thing.
No. Oh, don't be silly. We'll work it out somehow.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's not very easy for me, either. Stephen's going to be spending most of his time in meetings with Robin and Fiona while I'm at Mumbai. I'll just be sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Pity I couldn't be twiddling them with you.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Oh, you gotta be kidding. I mean, if Steve found out, he'd blow his stack.
Just have to make sure he doesn't, don't we?
Nah, it's too risky.
Oh, if you haven't got the nerve.
Hey, don't worry about me. I've got the nerve. All right, you're on.
So because you couldn't wait to get to the cross, I made an idiot of myself in court today.
Well, it's not my fault. I didn't expect you to come looking for me.
Well, you should have known that I'd freak when I found out you'd gone. Anything could have happened to you.
But nothing did.
You know, you're trouble. You don't care about anyone but yourself.
Well, that's not true. I was thinking of you when I took off. I just thought you'd be glad to have me out of your hair while the trial was on.
Yeah, well, you thought wrong, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
Where the hell did you go anyway?
I met some kids. They invited me back to their place for a party. Well, they said we can move in with them if we like. Well, they're living in a squat, so there's tons of room. And Cheryl says she can line me up some part-time work in a bar.
You're underage.
Well, that didn't stop me getting a drink last night. And Brad says that...
Oh, who's Brad?
One of the guys at the squat. Well, he's dying to meet you. He says with your know-how and his contacts, well, you should be able to make plenty of money.
Oh, quick, get inside.
I'm getting sick of this.
Just go. Oh, Mrs. Palmer. Tea on, is it?
No, not yet. I just wanted to have a little talk.
Yeah, well, look, if it's about today, I'm really sorry.
No. It's about your future. How would you like me to take care of the bills for you and your mum while I put you through school?
You won't get cold feet at the last minute, will you?
I'll be at the waterhole, 12 sharp.
Oh, don't worry if I'm a bit late. I'll definitely be there as soon as they go off to their meeting.
I'll be there.
Careful.
Tomorrow can't come soon enough for me.
Same here.
See ya.
You can come out now.
Threw you a few curly ones, didn't he?
I might have known you'd be listening.
Well, I had to stand by in case you needed help.
Thanks.
You know, in a lot of ways, you remind me of my wife.
Do I?
Yes.
Well, keep on remembering her. It'll give you an incentive to do a good job.
What do you want me to do tomorrow, apart from keeping Fiona and Stephen away?
I'll just stir up a few unpleasant memories for Jill before you send her to be a witness.
You do a very thorough job, don't you?
I want Stephen back for keeps.
Even if it means you destroy a few people along the way.
Oh, Fiona will take the brunt of it. I warned her not to make trouble, so she's only got herself to blame. This time tomorrow she is going to be so ashamed of her son, she won't want to know it.
Well, thanks for your offer, Mrs. Palmer. I'm sure Mum will be pleased as well when I tell her.
Oh, I hope she doesn't think I'm treating her like a charity case.
Oh, not her. She thinks the world of you and Dave. She'll be tickled pink when I tell her we can live near your place.
Well, it'll make it easier to keep in touch. And if you're interested in going to John's old school, we can talk to the headmaster for you.
Yeah, well, I'm not too sure about that part yet.
Well, you've got plenty of time to decide. Are you coming in to dinner?
Yeah, I'll be in a second.
All right, love.
I heard everything. Well, isn't it terrific? Once you con some money out of her, we can take off. It'll get us off to a great start.
Well, I'm not going to rip her off.
Well, what about me? Aren't I important?
Yes, Shelley.
Look, we need that money. You talk big. Well, how about showing me some action for a change? Or haven't you got the guts?
You don't give a damn about how I feel. Just as long as you're getting what you want.
Look, it's not just for me. It's for us.
I should have listened to Terry. He tried to tell me that you're only hanging around me because it made you look good.
I'm not.
Oh, come off it, Shelley. You only want to wheel me out to impress your new friends, and there's no way. You're going home.
You're not calling Dad.
Uh-huh.
But I'll die if I have to go back.
Do you want me to lock you in your room?
I'll scream the place down if you do.
I'll scream away.
And I'll tell Dad that your mum knew I was here all the time.
Hey, leave my mum out of it.
Only if you let me go back to my friends.
Look, I'm trying to do you a favour. You go off with them and you'll end up in all sorts of strife.
Yeah, but it's my life. You sure you won't come with me?
No.
I didn't want to have to get heavy, but I had to stop you. I just want to have some fun out of life for a change.
Just go, will you?
So, Mr. Barton was right after all.
Not quite. Tony had no idea Shelley had stowed away in the truck until she showed up in the flat.
He should have called her dad straight away.
He was in love with the girl. He never would have said anything at all if she hadn't have gone missing. It was hard enough for him to tell the others this morning.
I can imagine the reaction.
Well, nobody had the heart to be too hard on him. Even though he's awake up to her now, he still cares.
We all make excuses for the people we love.
I hope Mr. Barton is as understanding as you.
How come you got stuck with the job of breaking the news to him?
Tony came out with it all just as the others were about to leave for court. They couldn't hang around, so I volunteered.
Anyone home?
Yes, in here. I'll have to go, Johnny.
Okay, try and soften Barton up a bit before he calls me, will you?
I'll do one better than that. I'll break the news to him, and I'll try and keep his mind strictly on trying to find Shelley.
Great. Thanks. See ya.
Bye.
Someone seen Shelley?
Yes, walk over to the Barton's tent with me and I'll tell you all about it. And you can tell me about the trial.
Okay.
How come you're home so soon?
They didn't need me anymore, so I shot through.
Ah, anxious to get back to work, huh?
Yeah, after Tony's effort yesterday, I wouldn't like to make a bet on how it'll go.
Yeah. Well, we just better keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hey, good luck with Barton.
Oh, yes. But the feeling I'm going to be yelled at. But if it makes him feel any better.
You really do care about people, don't you?
I know what it's like to have a problem child. Oh, that reminds me. You better make yourself scarce before Patricia gets here.
You're not scared I'm going to make another pass at her, are you?
Oh, no, of course not. But it might be awkward for you if you come face to face with her and Stephen's around.
I'll stay right out of her way.
Good. Enjoy your day off.
Thanks.
Oh, you made good time?
Patricia was cracking the whip all the way.
I was hoping we could have some time together before the meeting.
Well, fine with me.
Have you got a key for Robin?
Yes, right here. Can't wait to hear what you've got planned for us.
I'll come back and give you a few hints as soon as I've dumped my bags.
Oh, I've missed you so much.
It's only been a few days.
You're supposed to say you've missed me, too.
I have.
Would you like to show me how much?
Oh, you were quick.
I could smell the coffee.
I'm dying for a cup, are you?
Yes, breakfast was a long time ago, and Patricia wouldn't let me stop for morning tea.
No, you can't really blame her. I bet she was missing Stephen like mad.
She is. She's also a one-man woman. Unfortunately, she can't get that through Terry Hansen's thick skull. He's been pestering the life out of her.
What?
He turned up at the apartment yesterday, around lunchtime, and again last night. I guess he's just the kind of guy that can't take no for an answer.
I was hoping you might have changed.
Guys like that don't change. He's probably bragging to his mates about how he had another crack at Patricia while he was in Sydney.
That'd be Terry.
Anyway, enough about him. Would you like to see the PR report?
Oh, think of me slaving over a hot meeting while you're enjoying yourself.
I will, darling.
Stephen, for you.
I won't be a minute, Robin.
No hurry.
What time do you make it?
It's 12:05.
Right, same here. Make sure Jill gets to the waterhole by past.
Okay, but I still think it's a stupid idea.
I want your help, not your advice. How did you go with Jill?
Fine. Brought back a few memories.
Good.
All set? Ready when you are.
It's a lovely day for a swim.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Hey.
Good.
Oh,
there. I'll join you.
First, I want to drop the ads that you're running at the moment. Do a whole new campaign. Put the ads in where they'll do the most good.
Have you got a breakdown for us?
Yes, I made a list of magazines, TV spots, that sort of thing. Doesn't appear to be here. Patricia was supposed to put it in my briefcase. I guess she had other things on her mind.
No, it's not vital.
Well, I would like to see where the money's being spent before I approve it.
Yes, of course you will. Jill, would you mind going down to the guest house for me?
Well, I think Patricia will still be swimming, won't she?
Of course, I'd forgotten. In that case, would you go down to the waterhole and ask her what she's done with the list?
Sure.
Thank you. Amazing woman, Patricia. She never forgets a thing.
I know.
Oh, that was great.
This looked like a drowned rat.
You couldn't look bad if you tried. Hey, I found the perfect spot for us.
Hmm?
Up there behind the bushes.
Oh. What are we waiting for? Oh, Terry, don't let go of me.
What's the matter?
Please let me go. Leave me alone.
What the hell's eating you?
Touch me.
What the hell are you playing at?
What happened? He attacked me. I was in swimming, and when I tried to leave, he grabbed me. He wouldn't let me go. He said it was no use struggling. It's just an animal. You just stay away from her.
Hey, no worries about that. I mean, she is crazy. First of all, she gives me the big come on, and then
Don't you lie to me. He said I led you on too, remember?
Oh, come on. You don't think I tried
I
it?
know you did. And this time, you're not getting away with it.
Love really meant. When it came from nowhere. When it came, it altered my life. Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sadness and